What's up, Hammerhead Nation? You riding with your boy Jack Hammer again today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. So, I just wanted to touch on something that my boy touched on in this video right here. Go check him out, Mr20 West in the building, as he say. Unity and positivity, support for one another, man. Like that's my biggest gripe. That has been my biggest gripe since I started riding. I've mentioned before that I was in a motorcycle club, and my motorcycle club, the one that I was in, was awesome, super friendly, all of that stuff. You know, we never had a falling out or anything like that. I didn't stay in the club because of my scheduling. I had 2 jobs. I was going to school full-time. I had a part-time job, a full-time job, and full-time going to school. So I didn't have time to be road captain for the club. But shout out to them for, you know, putting up with my shit as long as they did. Now, moving right along, I have been on the scene a lot when it comes to bike clubs and pulling up at events. And down here in Georgia, we got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of y'all might see videos and stuff popping up from the B103 radio station car and bike event. That was pretty lit. I didn't go to that. Y'all might be seeing stuff from the Georgia Moto meetup hosted by Chase on 2 Wheels. I don't go to those anymore because the last time I went, several people started acting foolish and went down. One guy went down right in front of us. So that's why I stay away from things like that. But every week there's something going on. Down in South Atlanta, you got the Camp Creek Bike Night, Cycle Gear down here. They hold something like once a month. Harley Davidson, the various different Harley Davidson dealerships, they hold some stuff. So anyway, shout out to all of them for keeping the bike life alive, man. I like that. But it's not about them. What it's about is the people that you encounter. Now, the group that I usually ride with, Let's Ride Atlanta and Southern Baptist, we're all friendly. So when you pull up and you're on a motorcycle, you're on a Spider, you're on a trike, you're on a scooter. I mean, if you're on a scooter, we might laugh at you, but we welcome you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we speak to you, we welcome you, we talk to you. You know, if somebody got questions about motorcycles or want to know what kind of bike this is or what kind of bike that is, we greet them with a friendly smile and we tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't shun people. For example, I was meeting up with a group of people. It was 28 people, almost 30 people. So 27 including myself. And we were meeting at the Varsity off of North Avenue in the beautiful city of Atlanta. I pull up, I go up to the top deck, and I see a bunch of guys. And a lot of these guys didn't recognize me or my bike at first. So, you know, I walked up to them and I started chopping it up, shooting the shit, whatnot. And just the energy was off to me, so to speak. So I spoke to one of the dudes. I was like, yo, what up, man? I think he was on a CBR 1000R. And, you know, he looked at me and he was like, he kind of cocked his head to the side and he gave me this, I can't show you my face right now, but he kind of scrunched his eyebrows and he was looking at me like, why are you talking to me? You know? And I was like, I just, when he didn't speak back to me, when he didn't say, what up, bro, or hey, or how you doing, whatever, I okay, fuck it. I will proceed with the conversation. Which was the reason that I went over to him, was because I like this bike. You know what I'm saying? So I see this dude, and that's a nice 5.0. I see this dude on a CBR 1000 or 13 to 15 around in that area. And I like it because I was going to buy one. So I wanted to compliment him on his bike, so I started asking questions about his bike. You know what I mean? Just talking to him about it, like asking him if he liked it, you know, would you recommend it, stuff like that. And he just was, I thought maybe he was in a fucking bad mood or something, and he just didn't want to talk. And he literally, like, he was like, yeah, it's cool. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's what's up, all right, bro. So I'm going to leave him alone. So then I started conversing with some other people. A couple people recognized me. You know, they like, oh, what up, Jack? I didn't know that was you. You done, you know, you painted your bike or whatnot, blah, 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 this and that. And so then later on, dude walks back up to me and he was like, oh, so you know people around here. I was like, usually, if I'm out in the scene, everybody knows who I am. If they don't know my name, they know my bike. Because I'm always out on my bike. Especially in 2015, 16, all I rode was my motorcycle. I didn't have a car. Actually, that's a lie. I had a car. I just didn't drive it. I had a truck. I just didn't really drive it, you know. So my bike was my main mode of transportation. Actually, this picture was me riding in 18-degree weather, and somebody snapped this picture and posted it on Facebook and was like, yo, bro, it's crazy. And there was a bunch of comments that was saying, you know, it's his only mode of transportation. He ain't got no car. And I addressed that. I was like, no, I have a car and a truck. And then another girl replied to that and was like, well, his wife must have took the car. Nope, not married and don't have a girlfriend. And one dude jumped on the post, and if I can find it, if I can find his comment, I think I screenshotted it. But he was like, this is a true rider. This is a person that's dedicated to riding. It don't matter the weather. It don't matter the circumstances. If this dude can ride, he gonna ride. I said, amen. The first person to actually understand true riders. So you get a lot of hate. That's essentially where I'm going with this. You get a lot of hate from people who are just like you, or people who pretend to be like you. I'm a rider. Like I explained in this video right here, I've been riding for a long time, man. And I really got into it in 2012 to where, I don't know, it just kind of took over me one day. You know what I mean? I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna ride my motorcycle every day. It was just a feeling that I had about being on my motorcycle. I can't explain it. If you don't ride, you don't understand. I get it. But if you ever get on a motorcycle, or if you ride one right now, you fully understand what I'm talking about. So the main point is, I got 600, and I'm using Instagram as an example. Currently, as I'm recording this video, I have 633 followers. Yet, when I go to YouTube, I got 52 subscribers. Let me take a second out to shout out to each and every single one of you 52 people who have subscribed to my channel, who's supporting my videos, my dream, my thing on what I'm trying to do and bring this motovlogging thing back to the point where it needs to be, because it did get out of hand. The problem that I've seen over the years is people associating motovlogging with things that are not motovlogging. So what I mean by that is the dirt bike and four-wheeler pandemic that we're going through right now it's ridiculous. Now, I'm going to link to the illustrator. It's a cat from New York that does motovlogging. That I love his motovlogs. I actually recently started following him this week, and he touched on this, so I'm going to link to his video right here. And he does a really good job explaining from his point of view on on dirt bikes and four-wheelers being on the highway or on public state roads and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, of course, I don't agree with it, but that's not motovlogging. Now, also we get associated with stunt riders. Nothing against stunt riders. I actually thought about, getting into the stunt community myself, but it wasn't for me at the time, so I didn't. But that's not motovlogging. Now, if you have a stunt rider that's also a motovlogger, and then they do motovlogging as well as stunt riding, that's two separate things. But just because they put a camera on their helmet and they show you the stunts that they're doing, doesn't mean that they're motovlogging. If they put a camera on their bike and they're doing stunts, they are stunt riding, and they're showcasing that. They're not motovlogging. Also, the clickbait bullshit that goes on with motovlogging, that shit ain't cool. Like, we definitely don't need that. Don't go off the wall and do some old Jake Paul shit and, I found a dead body. Let me motovlog about it. And then I see you riding around on your fucking supermoto for 30 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes is, some random shit that you're talking about, and then you show up at somebody's funeral and record their funeral. That I don't know. I made that up. That nobody did that. I'm just trying to be extreme and it's kind of close to some of the shit that I've seen lately. It's getting to that point. anyway, moving on from that, man. It was a beautiful Sunday. I had to get out. I couldn't let this here go to waste. So yeah, I would love feedback and people to respond to my video and Mr20 West video on the bike life scene and people showing support for each other. Because we got to show love for one another, man. Especially when we ride these motorcycles, you know. And a really big thing that I used to see was sport bike versus cruisers and all bikes versus scooters, and how motorcycle riders hated on spider riders or slingshot riders and all of that. You know, the only thing I don't really consider a motorcycle is a slingshot, because a slingshot it has a steering wheel, right? I have handlebars. Most other motorcycles have clip-ons, but a slingshot has a steering wheel, and it has a 4-cylinder engine in it. So that just can't, to me, it's just hard to consider that a motorcycle to me. I mean, what's y'all opinion? What's y'all take on that shit? I don't think anything with a steering wheel can be considered a motorcycle. Also, the definition of a motorcycle is, I mean, it has to be straddled like a horse. So basically, if you can't throw your leg over it, if you gotta sit down in it, it usually ain't a motorcycle. That's why I consider spiders just 3-wheel motorcycles, just like trikes. You know, trikes are literally motorcycles with a 3rd wheel on it. And I know a lot of people talking shit about the Nikons, the Yamaha Nikons. I like that damn thing. And if I could afford one, I would get one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it's still a motorcycle. It just has 3 wheels instead of 2. So, anyway, check out Mr20 West video. Leave comments on there. Of course, leave comments on here. Tell me what you think about the support in the community. Speaking of support, I want to give a shout out to TK at Motostyle. Yeah, big shout out to Motostyle for taking care of your boy Mr20 West motorcycle, getting his chain all straightened out. If you're in the Atlanta area, Chamberlain Tucker Road, I'm gonna put the address up there. Go show him some love, man. The glow ride looked awesome. I wish I could have made it, but unfortunately, when they was doing glow ride, I wasn't on the bike because I had just had surgery. But I'm gonna connect with her and get some shit rolling. Also, of course, shout out to Mr20 West, my boy Motovlogic, Southern Baptist, MegaWorx. My boy Dante got his shop going, MegaWorx, out there with my boy Zack, Rico Zack. Just throwing some shout outs, man, because I do support these businesses. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a small business that's trying to come up, make it come up. You know what I mean? If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like today's video, give it a thumbs up anyway. And this your boy Jack Helmer signing off. From me to you, much love. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. No, don't laugh, cause this is what I do. I run out to make a motovlog and shit, and I pull up at my house and this motherfucker sit here like he my ex-girlfriend or something. And I just broke up with him, and I came around the corner and I was like, oh, my neighbor must have some over there. Why that truck look exactly like Jordan truck though?